What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Seti. I am back. I'm not alone. They're just here. She's my editor for the video. She's in the background. I don't know if you want to say hi.
Hi.
But today I'm pretty much doing like a solo video. Today I'm going to be going over my experience with the keto diet over the last 3 months. I'm going to be showing you some before and after pictures, my transformation, and basically I'm just going to be explaining to y'all how to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Let's talk about my journey with it. So like I said, I've just finished the keto diet recently. I've done it for 3 months. And over the last 3 months, I've lost 20 pounds. I believe I was originally 200 pounds. I was either 200 pounds or 205 pounds, whichever scale you want to go by. But I was 200 pounds, and by the end of it, I was 180 pounds, which I am currently still 180 pounds. Some days I'm like 181, 179, yada yada. But I lost 20 pounds on the keto diet. And I started it back, I want to say I started the first week of March. So I did all of March, April, and all of May, 3 months. And I would say overall it was a really good diet. It was very successful. My targeted goal was like around 180 to around 175ish. So I got to where I wanted to be. Okay guys, so if you see right here in this video, this is a week after I had just finished the keto diet. And right here I'm at 180 pounds. So yeah, as you can see, I gained some definition, some muscle, and lost a lot of belly fat. So the diet was successful. So first of all, the keto diet, the ketogenic diet, what is it? I had no clue what it was, and I had to go through a bunch of YouTube videos. So basically, what the keto diet is a diet that consists of low carbohydrates. So what you do and what I've done throughout the whole thing was I basically stuck to 50 carbs or less every day. All I had was 50 carbs. But the idea behind the keto diet is you want to exhaust all of your carbohydrates, because carbohydrates is your body's like main fuel source. You know, your muscles, it uses carbs. It's like this go-to fuel source. So you want to exhaust all that, and what that does is it forces your body to take its own fat and turn those fat into ketones. And ketones is used for fuel for your body. So that way you're burning fat to give your muscles the energy that you need. And that's how you lose weight throughout it. And while your body's in that process, that's when they say you're in ketosis, basically. Yeah, so that's how that goes. Short explanation. Want to make that quick and easy for y'all. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's talk about one thing with intermittent fasting. So I also did intermittent fasting with the keto diet. Intermittent fasting is basically where you only eat for a set period of time or set duration of time throughout the day. So I always had an 8-hour window of when I would eat, usually from 12 to 8 o'clock, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Some days, like if I ate later, I would just push that forward. Like let's say if I was trying to do 12 to 8, but I ended up eating at 10 o'clock. So then the next day, instead of eating at 12, I would eat at 2 p.m. and go from 2 to 10, kind of. Or sometimes I would just do 2 to 8 and shorten my fasting window even further that day, just to keep it consistent. So I did intermittent fasting along with that. Now one big thing, which is, this will probably get some of you excited, is that I really didn't exercise that much. Over the 3-month period, I would say I exercised maybe 3-4 times. Which is good, because I know some people hate exercising. Now if you do exercise with the keto diet, it only enhances it. My goal was to work out with it, but I was very busy with school and there was a lot of stuff going on with it, so I didn't get to exercise much, but it works even if you don't exercise a lot. Okay, so what did I eat basically on a daily basis? So like I said, I tried to keep my carb intake to 50 carbs a day. Some days I even did like 30 carbs a day. Because before I learned, everybody's body's different. Like some people can be on ketosis and stick right at that 50 carb mark. Some people, they could be at 50 carbs and ketosis won't work for them. But before I go into what I would eat, I'll have a video of it. But basically I use these ketone strips. Ketone strips, basically what you do is these little strips and you have to pee on it, and it basically tells you, or it gives you an indication if you're in ketosis. So that's something useful to have when you first start, especially when you're not sure how many carbs you should be eating. Definitely use the ketone strips. They're very helpful. But you'll realize after a while, I want to say after a couple weeks of using it, the ketone strips stop working, because basically when you pee, the ketones are in your pee, but basically after a couple weeks your body gets adjusted to it and your body stops wasting those ketones and stops putting them in your urine. So the ketone strips, they stop working pretty much. But you're still in ketosis. I mean, you can tell that by see if you're still losing weight and whatnot. Alright, now let's go into what I ate on a daily basis. So pretty much every single day for breakfast, I always had either 3 to 4 sausage patties, like the round ones from Bob Evans. I would have 4 of those, 3 to 4 of those, and that had 0 carbs in it. So that had 0 carbs, perfect. Then I would usually have 2 to 3 eggs a day also with it. And I particularly wanted pasture raised free eggs, which has a lot more health benefits to it versus regular eggs. Not really, it doesn't really pertain to keto per se, but it's just healthier eggs. So like I said, I use pasture raised eggs, 2 to 3, and I'll always have 2 pieces of bread. Now for the bread, I had keto bread, and with the keto bread it had 0 carbs, but to be specific, it had 0 net carbs, and I'll go into net carbs in a sec. But it had 0 net carbs, so that means my breakfast every day had 0 carbs or 0 net carbs, and that's pretty much all I ate for breakfast. Oh, sometimes I have cheese in it. I would also use Sargento cheese, Sargento shredded cheese, or Sargento cheese slices. That pretty much had no carbs in it. I think some Sargento had like less than a carb in it. Now for the net carbs. So basically the net carbs are what you care about when it comes to the keto diet. There's an easy way to figure out how many net carbs is in something. So what you do is, let's say you have a box of cereal or a bag of chips or anything you're eating. You look at nutrition facts on it. Okay everyone, see the nutritional facts on this ice cream. So right at total carbs where it says 18 grams, that's the total carbs. And to find the net carbs, you want to subtract the dietary fiber from the total carbs. So you see the total carb is 18. So what you want to do is subtract the dietary fiber of 2 grams from that 18, and that gives you 16. Then you also want to subtract the sugar alcohols from the total carbs. But instead of the total sugar alcohol count, you want to do just half to be on the safe side. So instead of 14, you would do 7. So you would do 18 minus that 7, which will give you 11, and then you want to do 11 minus that 2 for the dietary fiber, and that will give you 9. So that means the serving size for this is a total of 9 net carbs, and that's how you would do that. I know a lot of stores, they normally just subtract the entire sugar alcohol. So it's up to you how you want to go about that. But like I said, to be on the safe side, I always just go half for the sugar alcohols. But what else did I eat throughout the day? So pretty much for snacks, Deja started buying me these keto bars. I have a picture of it in the video. Basically, these keto bars, I believe it only had like 4 net carbs in it, and they had different flavors like chocolate chip, fudge. I mainly stuck to the chocolate chip ones. Those were pretty good. I think it had like 100 calories in it. Just something to get me throughout the day. Also for snacks, I ate lots of Slim Jims. Slim Jims, I think the traditional long ones only has like 2 or 3 carbs in it total. So that's a low carb snack that you can eat. It has a lot of protein in it, and that's good. Those are like my main go-to snacks. I want to say throughout the middle of my keto diet, maybe like once I was a month in, I started eating keto ice cream. There's various different brands of keto ice cream that you could try. I would get it from Bush's or Whole Foods. They even sell it at Meijer too. But the brands, I believe it's called Rebel or Regal. But there's also an ice cream brand just called Keto. It's just in big letters, it says Keto across it. And they have a lot of flavors. They have strawberry, they have cookies and cream, they have cookie dough, vanilla, pretty much any flavor that you want, they have a keto version of it. And the ice cream tastes really good to me. I really don't notice a difference. The main difference between keto ice cream and regular ice cream, in my opinion, is the texture of it. The texture is a little bit more stiff with keto ice cream, but you get used to that, and it doesn't taste as sweet, but it's still really good. So those are that's my breakfast, my snacks, and then for lunch or for dinner every day, it would either be pretty much a salad with grilled chicken. Sometimes I would go to Wendy's and get the Parmesan Caesar salad with crispy chicken. I believe the carbs on that would be like 25 or 30. So normally if I knew I was going to eat that, I would have no other carbs for the day, and I stayed in ketosis with that. Me and Deja made a lot of different dishes. Like in our past video with the vlog, you see we made the shrimp and chicken quesadillas. Those were low in carbs because the only thing that had carbs in it were the shells, and like I said, it was only like 3 carbs in each shell. So that was one of our go-to meals. I often made this shrimp and sausage skillet, which had like bell peppers in it, like 3 or 4 different bell peppers, onions, and just the shrimp and sausage, and that pretty much had not really any carbs in it. The carbs came just from the vegetables, and vegetables don't really have a lot of carbs unless they're carrots. I believe carrots kind of have a lot of carbs in it, so you gotta watch that. Carrots and corn. But I ate that, and then like if I went out to eat normally for my brother's birthday, we went to Red Lobster. I believe I just had I had like all types of shrimp scampi, I had lobster, I think I had the breaded shrimp, I don't remember. I might have had the breaded shrimp, but if I did, that was the only carbs I had, because there was no carbs in the lobster or shrimp or anything. And I think I just had a little bit of broccoli. So just being mindful of what to eat for dinner. And then like also there were times when like me and Deja went to IHOP. Like when she went to our school orientation, I had from IHOP I had an omelet, but you had to get the, I believe it's called the white egg omelet, because basically IHOP's normal omelets they have like pancake batter in it, so you have to watch out for things like that. So if you're gonna be on keto, if you're getting food from restaurants and stuff, you just have to Google it, see how many carbs are in things, and just double check everything. Also, my mom made dishes, a couple dishes for me. Like she made cabbage and shrimp, and I would eat turkey burgers with keto bread, like my keto bread slices. Sometimes I would buy corned beef and just eat it with keto bread. So pretty much all my dinners consisted of a lot of meat and vegetables. So I didn't really eat a lot of fruits because a lot of fruits have, I don't want to say they're high in carbs, but compared to keto, they would be high in carbs. So like blueberries, strawberries, all that stuff, you kind of have to watch that. You can't eat any bananas on keto. I believe banana probably has like 30 carbs, if I'm not mistaken. So now let's talk about, I don't know if there's some of the, I wouldn't say myths, but some of the side effects of keto. So one of them is called the Keto Flu. I heard that a lot of people get the Keto Flu within like the first 2 weeks of keto. Now I did not get the Keto Flu. I don't think I ever gotten it because I had to go off keto for probably a couple of days and went back in March. But I did not once get the Keto Flu. With the Keto Flu, I heard you feel sick and fatigued and kind of just ill. You feel like you have the flu. That's pretty much what the Keto Flu is. I did not have that, but some of the issues I did have to deal with the constipation. I hope that's not TMI, but I did have to deal with constipation, but that only lasts for like 3 days. And then usually after that, you're good to go. So that is one good indicator to see if you're doing keto right, if you start to have constipation, or I believe diarrhea as well, or if you're getting the Keto Flu. So when those things happen, don't freak out. I mean, your body's going to ketosis and you're doing the right thing. Cool. So the pros and cons of keto The pros and cons of keto overall, I would say, so let's go over the cons first. I like to finish off with the good things. So some of the cons are, I guess it's kind of a con. I would say you're restricted to what you can eat. Like there were times where, like I said, me and my friends went out and I wanted some cheese sticks or I wanted fried, stuff like that, or snacks. I feel like as far as snacks, it's kind of hard to find a lot of snacks. Even though I love Slim Jims, I kind of got tired of eating Slim Jims every day, or just like the little keto snacks and whatnot, because they're not that filling in my opinion. So that's one con. You're limited to what you can eat. Another con, which started happening, I would say in like a month and a half or 2 months into keto, is you start to get very fatigued. Like there's one point where I was going through physical therapy, and when I would exercise in the morning, I would be exhausted. Like I would do like 10 squats. I'm like tired. I'm riding the bike, just super tired, just sweating. Like there were moments where I had no energy whatsoever. So if you're gonna do keto for a while, just be aware that you may not have a lot of energy on some days. Yeah, so I'll say those are the two cons that stick out to me. You don't have a lot of energy throughout the day, and you don't have a lot of variety when it comes to food. Now to the pros of keto. One of the pros that I've heard people have experienced, I also experienced, is you tend to have a sharper mind. So I did feel like when I started keto, I was able to study better and keep my mind sharp when I was studying for hours, so that helped. Another pro of keto is that it works pretty fast. Like, so I lost 20 pounds in 3 months, and to me that's pretty good considering that I didn't exercise a lot with it. Imagine if you exercised. If I exercised, I probably lost maybe 30 pounds with it. I would say it's easy. I mentioned that one of the cons was, you can't eat obviously everything you want. I mean, if you love meat and if you love vegetables, the diet is pretty easy to stick to. So that's the third pro. So the last thing I want to talk about is the future and what I'm going to be doing now that I'm done with the diet. So like I said, I'm completely done with the keto diet. My main focus now is I want to get stronger and tone up, but obviously I don't want to gain the weight back like instantly. I would like to lose even more weight. I'm off the keto diet. So my plan now is I'm transitioning to just a low carb diet. The average American averages 300 to 350 carbs a day. I think it's the health recommendation is 150 to 200. So I'm gonna stick to a low carb diet and try to stick between 100 to 150. And I do plan on continuing my intermittent fasting along with that and exercising. My plan is to exercise 3 times a week, hopefully Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. I'm not perfect. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some weeks where I can't do 3 times a week, but if not, definitely 2 times a week, along with maybe some extra fasting or just getting a walk in here and there. But yeah, that's my plan. Also, one more thing, if you're doing keto, when you're ready to wind off it. Apparently the first 2 weeks before you stop, or the last 2 weeks of your diet, you're supposed to slowly increase your carb count by 10% every day, which is something I didn't figure out until the last week. So that'll kind of help your body get acclimated back to having, you know, a lot of carbs again. So take my advice and definitely do that. It'll make you feel better. But yeah, that is it, y'all. That is my experience over the last 3 months with the keto diet. Like I said, it was very successful. I love the results of it. I would definitely do it again. I may do it again in the fall. We'll see. But I would definitely highly recommend it if you're interested in losing weight but still want to eat good, because I definitely ate good still. If you guys have any questions about the keto diet, I can do videos on how to make some keto recipes, or just some of the foods that I've eaten, or other snacks that I didn't mention in this video. You know, if you guys would like to see a video of that, please comment down below. And like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for your time. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace.